You right there, a few people have asked how I tie my mini block rig, so I thought I'd do a quick demonstration of what I was doing with it last season. Basically take your desired hook length, as long as it's strong enough for the situation you're in. There's loads out there. Take a nice long length. Now I use a size 1/4 curve shank double X for this particular rig. So there's your hook. Basically I fish it on a slip D. So double up your line. Come in from the front of your eye with your hook. Can be a bit fiddly. Pull your loop through. Then take a size 11 quick change swivel. Slide that loop through the eye of the swivel. There's another one. If you need glasses, you'll need them now. So you've got that. Might see better on a white background. So you've got that. Then pull the loop over your hook. Slide it down. And that will give you your little slip D. Pull that up so it is roughly where your barb is, roughly. Then there's your tag end hanging out there. And I normally wrap 5 or 6 times around the shank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then come back through the back of your hook. Pull it down. Tighten it all down. Definitely will help with the white background. Pull it all down. Check it's all in line. Trim your tag off. I leave about 5 centimetre on that. Don't need to do it tight. So that's hidden in the shrink tube. You can adjust it with that if you need to. But that gives you there. There's your bit of movement. Then take some shrink tube. About that length. Slide that down your hook link. Wet it slightly. Put your tag end in there so it's all hidden. Push down over, just cover your knot. And that's that. Then I like to use a sinker. Slide one of them on. I didn't go on too well. Keep everything pinned down. Then I will normally fish them about, I start off at about that length. I suppose that's 12, 14 inches long. Form a big loop. Then you're basically doing a figure of 8 knot or a double granny knot to form your loop. your tacks. I tend never to cut anything too short, tack ends, unless you have to. Then always put a little knot at the end. That helps you undo it off the swivel. I've done videos on that before. It's a little thing I picked up in Thailand, I think it's Gillam's, for getting your rigs on and off. So there basically is your rig. Shrink that down in the kettle. Here's one I prepared earlier. So that has been shrunk. If you see that there. So that's what you're left with rig wise. And there's your movement. And with that, turns lovely every time. Whatever angle you're at, it flips. Always a little advantage. So there's your rig. That's a size 1 XX quarter curve shank. Use whatever material hook length you want. Size 11 quick change swivel. And show you quickly with the block. It's pretty straightforward. Take a bit of mono, heavy mono. We go for that again, so we lost that bit. Heavy mono. 4 pellets. Obviously I'm going to be using Catfish Bait UK's pellets. These are the Mac Attack. Stick 4 on, straight on the end of your nylon. Slide them down. There's your 4. Couple of granny knots. Once you've got two knots, pull it tight, make sure they're nice, sitting nice, and then do 3 or 4 more grannies on top. And that is your block. Now you can soak that in oils and one thing and another, do whatever you want with that, or fish them straight out the bag. Our ones are well oiled up, so they'll last you all night anyway, so don't really need to pre-soak them. Just turn the bag upside down every now and again to coat them all. So that's your block. Then we take a little bit more nylon. And a pop-up. This is a Mac Attack pop-up. Slide that on to the nylon. There's your loop you've just pulled out. Wrap the loop round, pull it down. So you're now left with that sitting there nice and solid with 2 ends. The reason I do it this way, I don't like to soak my pop-up in the oils. I'll spray the pop-ups, but you don't want oil on it because it affects the buoyancy. And then basically flip it round. Once you've taken your block out of the oil, then just attach your pop-up like that. Same thing again, 4 or 5 granny knots, like so. Trim your tags. And that is your block. Nice, neat, ready to go. Then take your hook link. There's your quick change swivel, size 11. Just hook that straight on to the bottom of your block, like so. And there we are, it's already digging in straight away. Turning all the time. I'm away from the camera there, sorry. But yeah, basically it's a really aggressive hook hold you get with these. Just pulling in every time. So there's your rig, and that will sit on the lake bed like that. There's your little sinker pinning everything down, and that'll sit on top of your hook. Job's a good one. Hope that helps.